Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Monday, 28th of April. In this update, the Canadian Filipino community is still coming to terms with an incident which has left at least 11 festival goers dead and another 20 injured. Vancouver police say an SUV drove into a crowd about 8 p.m. local time last night. Police say a 30-year-old Vancouver man known to them is in custody. They're confident it was not an act of terror. Festival organiser Mabel Elmore says a celebration of Filipino culture turned into an unspeakable tragedy.
Our community is grieving. I'm heartbroken. And our thoughts and our love are with the casualties, their families, those injured, our volunteers.
Catholic leaders from around the world are preparing for the election of a new pope. Pope Francis' funeral was held on Saturday night. Next will be the election of a new pope known as the Conclave, which will see about 135 cardinals locked in the Sistine Chapel to vote in secret. The candidates must be aged under 80. Labour is pointing the finger at the government after three police recruits who failed a physical aptitude test were allowed to go to police college. The police are now auditing hundreds of candidate applications. Labour police spokesperson Ginny Anderson says the government needs to come clean about where this directive came from.
It is highly unlikely that police themselves took it upon themselves to bend the rules in order to meet a promise made by ministers.
Associate Police Minister Casey Costello denied she put pressure on police or suggested any exemptions. Police Minister Mark Mitchell did not respond to questions from our newsroom. The Department of Conservation is still working to confirm the cause of death of a native yellow-bellied sea snake found north of Auckland. It washed up yesterday at Omaha Beach but died before rangers arrived. DOC is warning people to steer clear of sea snakes if they encounter them, as they can be venomous and aggressive. A feeling of being left in the dust for one central Auckland business. Queen Street's intersections with Victoria and Wellesley Streets are peppered with roadworks for projects like wastewater upgrades and City Rail Link work. Owner of Roma Blooms Florist, Shabana Ranchachi, says they've received very little support from the council.
Have a discussion with the businesses. Now that we know what we need, we know what needs to be done, always talk to the businesses.
Met Service says there could be more rain on the way this week. State Highway 1 through the far north's Mangamuka Gorge remains closed following a slip during heavy rain over the weekend. The rain also caused flooding and power outages in some areas. Met Service meteorologist John Law says another weather system is due to reach the country tomorrow.
Could give us another feed of wet weather just to end April.
In sport, Liverpool are celebrating the English Premier League title. Needing just a point to wrap up the title with 4 games to spare, the Reds have thumped Tottenham 5-1 at Anfield. It's Liverpool's 20th top-flight crown, equalling Manchester United. Manchester City have beaten Nottingham Forest 2-0 in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley and will face Crystal Palace in the final. A Golden Point penalty goal has given the Wests Tigers a 2018 NRL win over the Cronulla Sharks. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.